Welcome to the 7-Minute Marketing Podcast with your host, Pam Didner. As a leading marketing and sales enablement strategist, keynote speaker, and author, Pam created this podcast to share her professional experience and insights and help you achieve better alignment between sales and marketing. If you enjoy this podcast, please share it with your colleagues and leave a review on iTunes. Now let's get started.
I was asked a question the other day. Hey Pam, how do you know that you are a true digital marketer? That's a great question. The truth is there's no way to measure your digital knowledge per se. There's no test that you can take, and the breadth and depth of your digital knowledge and expertise is based on your personal experience. In addition, digital technology is changing every day, and there's no baseline that you can gauge against. And to make it more complicated, digital knowledge can also be categorized into different fields, from web design, search optimizations, paid social media buy, retargeting pay ads, down to personalization and data analytics. No one person can be an expert at all of it. Personally, I'd evaluate a person's digital knowledge based on an ability to connect the dots. So here is a great example. In the past, if you wanted to create print collateral, you knew there were specific layout templates that you could use. You would use that design templates with some modifications and fill it with compelling copy and purposeful visuals. And the good old days were so much simpler. But today, when you create digital collateral, your thinking process needs to be different. The design and the copy of digital assets are heavily depending on where it will be displayed and how your audience will consume it. Will it be viewed on a mobile device? If so, your design should have minimal visuals and the copy needs to be structured to scroll up and down easily. The size of a copy should be dynamically scaled to the form factors of the device, from mobile phones, tablets to desktop, because you don't know where this asset will be read. As a digital marketer, you also need to be concerned with the flow of information and the overall user experience. There's not something that you need to think about when you just create one piece of a print collateral. Often, I've seen many brands just upload PDF collateral. When the readers opened it on their phones, it shows the whole PDF or just entire page on the tiny screen. And the readers need to pinch with 2 fingers to zoom in to see the text. That happened to me many times. And if you want to continue to read, you need to scroll left and right to see the complete sentences. It's very user unfriendly. And I'm not saying the PDF is dead. The PDF layout still works nicely for print or desktop. As a marketer, we just need to be cognizant that our content will be consumed on multiple devices and think through how the content will come through. Does that make sense? Another important element for digital marketers is testing, especially QA and A/B testing. For example, when I launch my website, I make sure that I view the different pages on PCs, Macs, and the various phones and tablets, as well as different browsers such as Chrome, Safari, Opera, Firefox, and Edge. I've discovered that some pages or images, especially the images and colors, did not show up well on some browsers. Then I need to figure out how to fix that. And another characteristic of digital is the ability to do A/B testing of headlines, calls to action, creatives, or whatever you want to test. That's not something you can do easily with print. How do you know that you are a digital marketer? On the digital side, everything is integrated and connected. For example, if you design a website, you need to think through the user journeys and the SEO, in addition to using beautiful visuals and layout. When you create content, you need to think through how and where users consume the content and what user interface should look like to create a seamless customer experience. If you do event marketing, you need to think through how to use email or different tech tools after events to continue to build that relationships with your new leads. Digital is complex because there are many details, bits and pieces you need to pay attention to. And most of the time, you won't know how everything is tied together until you dive in and start doing the work. So the best way to be a digital marketer is to work on inbound and outbound marketing, sales enablement, and even customer services. And that's how I learned to be a digital marketer. The learning never stops. So how do you grow your digital knowledge? Share your thoughts, and let's keep learning from each other. Take care. Have a great day.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please share it with your colleagues and leave a review on iTunes.